All right, welcome to my 2017 Week 2 video covering January 8th to January 14th. And I realized something when I rewatched my first video. I was very boring. I apologize for that. I mean, the content's not great. It's just a recap of my betting, so it's never going to be fantastically entertaining. But I'm also using this as a bit of a learning exercise in how to make videos, how to upload them, how to produce content like this. So that's why I'm doing a weekly one, and I'm picking something that I can do pretty easily. My goal is to get a bit better at this, find my voice, and then also deliver some better content. I've got some good ideas to come up there, but just want to build the habit of making a video first. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm back to my weekly recap, cover my P&L for the week, and then I'll also jump into the NFL, NBA markets, and which I have some good news on. I'll cover that when we get there. So here we go. Here's my P&L for the last 7 days. So in 28 markets again in the horse racing, and that's all I've been active in, or all I've had settled bets in this week. So you can see starting down here in the 8th, I started with a loss, made my money back up with a couple of good wins, then had another loss. So struggling a bit, and then you can see I've strung together a lot of good wins here, was building up profit, hit January 13th, and then copped an absolute pasting and lost $550 in one day, blowing away the whole week's profit and rounding me out at a $20 loss. All up, a little bit disappointing, but this is what I'm going to expect. I'm running 3 different horse racing systems here. 2 of them are in profit for the year. One of them's down a lot, down $1,000, lost all its profit, so pretty much. So this is what happens. I'm still running them fairly aggressively as systems because I'm trying to grow them, and so I'm going to expect losing weeks, some big weeks like last week, and even some small weeks like here, where it's one day that kills me. I'm hoping we'll see some big days and big weeks that will save me in the future. But yeah, that's it. A little bit disappointing. $20 is $20. Not too bad. Let's see what next week brings. And now I'll move on to what I think is the good news. So if you remember, I'll quote myself like any arrogant douchebag does. Last video, I said my NFL ranking betting system was going miserably. And the good news is I was wrong. So the reason I thought it was going miserably was this liability says 380, but I've already had $90 of bets settled as lost because I bet on teams that didn't make the playoffs. So I've actually bet $470 into this market, and I was thinking that all these figures here, up the cash out and all these what if figures, I thought they were all only the current bets in play. So I was mentally taking another $90 off. But you can see here, Houston is actually saying minus 470. So I've realized during this week that these figures here are all actually inclusive of the already settled bets, which is so much better. Because what I was doing here, say use the cash out figure, I was thinking, 470, I'd trade out, I'd lose 100. That's like a minus 20% year. That's a pretty bad year. Like, that's bad for any form of betting or investment or any idea really. But when you consider it as only a $9 loss from 470, that's like a minus 1 to 2% year, which is much more palatable. And, we've still got 8 teams left in, 4 games to play this week, 4 teams are going to get knocked out. If 3 of those go my way, I should see myself pretty much into the green territory and able to make a positive trade out for the season or consider letting them ride. I'll make that decision as I see fit during the week, but overall I'm quite positive now about the NFL system. And flipping to the NBA, you can see this looks bad. It's minus $44, $45 from only 300 invested. That's at minus 15%, I think. So that's, not great. My gut here is, though, these positions are still strong, and this cash out figure is partially due to the lack of liquidity in this market. So you see you have a high gap between the backs and lays, especially of these teams down here. And as we get closer to the playoffs, I'm going to see a bit better result in here, and I should be getting close to green before the playoffs, if not into the first round. So I'm still quite confident with this one, so I'm going to let that ride. Yeah, but that's the end. So minus 20 on the horse racing, positive on the NFL, and I feel positive on the NBA. Let's see how it goes for this week after the playoffs in the NFL and another week of NBA, and then I'll recap my Australian horse racing again. Until next time, enjoy and good luck.